Hi, I'm Ken German, Senior Editor for CNET.com. Today I'm going to show you a first look at the iPhone OS 3.0. I'm not going to sugarcoat it when I say that we've been waiting for this for a long time. Finally, the iPhone can do what just about every other cell phone on the planet can do, so yay. The first I want to show you is multimedia messaging, of course that allows you to send photos, contacts, auto files, and applications. I can't show it to you now. Why? Well, that's because AT&T is not yet ready to support the service. All we know is that it will come later this summer. What I can tell you though is when we first got a beta version of OS 3.0, it was pretty easy to add a picture to your text message. We couldn't actually send it, but what happened is when you were in your writing area, a little camera icon appeared right next to that. If you press that button, you could then go to your photo menu, you could select the photo that you want, it would then add it to your writing area, and then when you press send, it would actually go up in the threaded text. Apple did take these options away in a later release of the beta version of OS 3.0, probably because AT&T can't support it. I'm sure they'll add it in once AT&T gets ready to do that. Cut, copy, and paste. That's the next feature I want to show you. Open up a note I've already written. All you need to do is just need to tap the text you've written. There is a little difference between all the taps. If you do a long press, if you hold your finger down, that will actually bring up the little magnifying glass where you can move your text around. But then if you lift your finger, you get an option to select all. Now you see that the highlighted area is surrounded by these little blue dots. All you need to do to adjust that area is to click on the dot, move it around, so adjust the text as you want. So we'll just pick a couple of words here. Hit cut or copy, and then you can open a new document, and then I can hit the page and then hit paste. One thing that's nice, if you cut and copy something and then you get to the next note and you decide you don't want to do it, you can shake the phone and that will shake to undo. So another nice feature as well. And then speaking of writing, up until now the iPhone's keyboard has only had a landscape mode in the Safari browser. So that means that in the email and notes and messaging you had to use it in portrait mode. But the nice thing is with OS 3.0 you can get it in email, messaging, and notes. Another feature that people have been asking for a long time is search. So with OS 3.0 we have a new search feature that allows you to search calendar entries, music, notes, contacts, and email. Before it was a pain to really go through, to sort through everything on your phone, so we're really glad to see it. All you need to do is, from the home screen, you just need to swipe your finger to the right. You'll see that just a keyboard appears. You can start typing in your search feature, and then everything that applies to that will come up, and they'll be grouped together, which is nice. Another option is voice memo recorder. So this is something, again, a lot of basic phones have had for a long time, so really nice to see it here. Just click the record button. So really great to remember things like where you maybe park the car, shopping list, or if you just want to record anything else, any sound you're hearing on the radio or something, you can do that as well. OS 3.0 will also add a feature called Find My iPhone. You have to be a MobileMe customer to use this, so I'm not going to show you it here, but don't worry, Brian Tong will be along in a little while to film a video to walk you through it. But it is a nice feature because if your handset goes missing, you can use a computer and go on MobileMe to find its position on a map. So you can send your iPhone a message that instructs anyone who finds it to call you, so you could put in maybe your home number, your office number, or another cell number or something like that. It can also play a tone to get a passerby's attention, and even play this tone when the phone is in silent mode, so that's nice. And the nice thing is if no one happens to find your phone, or if somebody finds it and says they're not giving it back, you can actually do a remote wipe. We'll also see support for turn-by-turn directions with the update. TomTom is developing an app for just that. We saw a demo at WWDC 2009, but we don't know exactly when TomTom will release it. We actually don't know how much it costs. One thing that I'm wondering about is how it actually interacts with a call. When you get a call, will the directions stop completely? Will they pause, or will they keep going? Don't quite know that, but we'll just have to see when the app actually is released. Other new features on the update that you'll get, quite a long list, but I'll just run through a few here. Stereo Bluetooth, very nice. The ability to forward text messages and delete individual messages on a thread. So before you could only delete the whole thread, you couldn't delete individual, so it's nice to see that. You can forward meeting invites and contacts to other people, another new feature. You get a landscape stock chart, and then in the individual pages for companies, you get more information like market capitalization, things like that, and also in news stories about that company. A shake to shuffle feature, you just shake the phone and actually it will skip a track. You'll get more parental controls for controlling apps, internet usage, texting, a whole bunch of things, movie rentals and downloads through iTunes, and you'll get additional language support with new keyboards. And finally, OS 3.0 will offer support for tethering, and that's the ability to use your phone like a modem. So if you have a laptop that has no Wi-Fi access or any kind of internet access, you can use a phone to get that internet access. But like MMS, it is carrier-driven. AT&T says they will support it in the future, but they haven't said when. We know that other carriers around the world that have the iPhone will support it when the OS comes out on the June 17th, but AT&T will not be one of them. It's pretty disappointing, and all I can say is, oh, AT&T. I'm Ken Sherman for CNET with a first look at iPhone OS 3.0.